Hi beautifuls, welcome back to YILDIZ Readings 5D. For those of you that don't know, I'm a psychic medium, twin flame coach. I cover astrology, moon energy and personal development. If you do want to come join us in the members hub, we have private twin flame questions in there. No super chat required. And yes, monthly I come to you live, and during those sessions you're able to ask quick super chat questions. Now for this video, we're going to tune into your psychic energy through your zodiac sign. Now sit back, please relax and enjoy. Click the bell for the weekly updates, and let's have a look how your week is panning out. Love and light, guys. Enjoy. Capricorn, welcome back. We're here to do your weekly update. For those of you who are new, a very warm welcome. Now, yes, we do have the extension. The link will be below. Now, let's get into the energy update. I'm seeing you guys to be a bit nervous, and they always say in the spiritual community, when you get nervous, focus on service. And you've kind of got a circumstance playing out, and that there's a few things really. You're trying to be very accountable in a particular area. You're also trying to dodge a bullet. And you can see the writings on the wall relating to a situation. And for some of you, this can be employment. You know, if there's something you're doing or something you're pouring your energy into, it's almost like you're feeling there's limited pickings. It's like, you know, is this all there is? This can even be in the sphere of love, but we will tune into that in a moment. But the first message I'm really getting coming through is that your health and your well-being, you will have vitality, but it's a really good time between now and next week is to really utilize that time effectively. So it's really using what you have, alchemizing on your time management to get those loose ends tied up. And especially when it does come to healthy boundaries, if it is impacting your quality of life, your hopes and dreams and aspirations, it's a real good time to maybe take some of that power back. Now, some of you, again, the intuition, the good old toots, we call it the toots here at YILDIZ Readings 5D. Not saying the hay for the clouds, really on autopilot. Burnout can be physically possible. Some of you may have been working incredibly hard. I see even with the strictness, this can be the direct environment, or it may be how you are being towards yourself, and you can be being a little bit too hard on yourself at the moment. I do feel money that is owed to you can be coming back at the moment. There also could be conflict in relation to this. But I'm also seeing something to do with the negotiation of a contract, and that can be for a pocket of you. But some of you are looking at that and thinking, okay, do I stay? Do I go? Is this something that I feel resonates with me? Can I do better? What do I do from here? And I really feel if the writing's on the wall for you, that environment can become quite volatile over the next 2 weeks, especially since on top of that, we do have planets, Mars transiting into Cancer. So you have about 2 weeks, which will link into that section for you. And that can potentially, relating to your contracts, relating to, we'll talk about your love in a moment, that can bring tension points. I would say, I do see you from the intuition and the offerings. It's like you may not know what to do. It's almost like you're saying to yourself, until you know what you feel. And I feel you know how you feel. It's more, until you have the clarity, being able to see the hay for the clouds, I don't feel you're going to take direct action. It's very firm in its standpoint. It can be coming through very professionally. At the same time, some of you, if you're really not happy with your job, please, please, please take that action. Send the resumes out. Do what you need to do. Because when we do have Mars transit into your 7th house, plus we're already in that shadow phase, we'll be moving into that shadow phase of Pluto going retrograde. It is very first house placement, and you can be reflecting then upon, what your energy was. This can be if you're wanting to change your business around, if you're running a home business, how that directly is going to impact you. But when we're on autopilot, is a bit similar to standing too close to the painting. Sometimes we can't actually get the view, and sometimes stepping back from it just for a moment, just pause for a second, take a little bit of a moment and sit with it. And I do feel some of these creative solutions are going to come to you. Now, yes, I do see, you know, you have been working very, very hard to get where you are. And there can be particularly people around you maybe that aren't putting in as much as you are. And this can be causing some sense of frustration. Money that is owed to you from the past and what you had, there can be, for some of you, a lack. It's almost like, gee, you know, why did I use that? You know, am I going to be able to recoup that? And I do feel you're going to be able to. There is somebody in your surroundings that maybe isn't doing as much. I don't feel it's you. And because of this, you could feel that you're really cheating yourself out of a situation. It's almost like the glory is going to other people, or the advancement. And, you know, again, the team orientation environment, for those of you working in teams or working with energies, there could be a little bit of tension this week. But I do feel you'll have the strength to move forward. And it's almost like you might pause, you might feel a little bit triggered, but then from there, and it's probably something you didn't see coming, especially if somebody has been quite underhanded and, you know, kind of swindled a position above you or gone behind your back. And for some of you, it can feel like this. Some of you very separately. If you've really been working hard, and this can be more home-based businesses, those of you who are based in business energies, it does feel as though you can be casting comparisons, but really upskilling and changing things about. And I feel this is where, you know, it's almost like you're kind of feeling like you want to quit, and then you shift things about. And I really do feel this could be a very good financial month for you guys. And this will be through your own hands and your own work. There is tension, however, point blank, sorry, with you spreading yourself. And this can be, again, connecting in to another feminine energy, your emotions, or people, you know, with their projection. This is going to be a change for the better, but some of you may be even tuning into, okay, do I leave this job, as I mentioned at the beginning? And I do feel you don't want to base anything on a falsity. You really want hard-based logic as to the reasons why you're going to do this. So for those of you applying for jobs and things to that degree, I do feel you will be having this new beginning, but this might have played out in the last 3 weeks. So, you know, if it is coming up for you guys individually, you might feel moving forward you really don't know what you're getting into. So it's odd. It's almost like a Mercury retrograde, the way you are directly relating to it. When we do move into the phase on the 11th of the new moon in Aries, I feel for you guys, because Aries falls in your placement of Chiron. You know, be it you have to move home, be it you have to shift, and you need that, you know, it's almost like the Taurian energy with Uranus and Taurus, needing that stability and it feeling safe and, you know, a very firm foundation. Whatever has been going down with your daily routine, your healthy boundaries, I feel if you shift those about, you're actually going to get a better outcome. I am seeing on the sphere of love, for those of you that are single and you're tuning into a spiritual connection, it's sort of like, and I still keep getting this energy from the week prior, it's like there's two direct situations, and it's almost like you're time jumping back and you're time jumping toward this moment here, and that's from a psychological point of view. For some of you, there's multiple messages coming here. There's a pocket of you that may have family. There is a lot of healing relating to this at the moment. There could be tension, you know, in dynamics. This can be it you're coupled or single, you know, shared care, who's doing what, balancing those things. And I do feel a bit of recuperation. Some of you that do have children, it may be that they're moving schools. Others of you in this spiritual connection, I'm seeing, you know, there could be subjects to do with betrayals and commitments coming up. And this can be singles and couples, but for those of you that are twin flames, it does appear to be that, you know, almost like you could be a little bit feeling like, where do you go from here sort of thing. And I do feel your focus for a while has been very much on value, very much on your self-worth, building yourself back up, maybe recuperating financially. But there have been other circumstances where you want more than just work. You know, you want to have that romantic connection. You may feel a bit iffy to do with relationships at the moment, and some of those old wounds what may be coming up. This is going to be a change, and those of you that are, you know, maybe dealing with a karmic related dynamic, there can be tension surrounding you or them. But I do feel whatever this shift is going to be, it's sort of like kicked off, I would say, about 3 weeks ago from the cards. And it was destined to happen in this fashion. That's what they're showing me for the transformation within this connection. You may be needing to leave something behind, and I'll pull a clarifier on that. What is this, please? This can be a direct emotion. It could be, you know, mulling over the situation. It could be the wound. But I feel safety. It's almost like, you know, you're not really wanting to get into anything if the person isn't committed. That's sort of what I'm saying. So some of you, there's a work colleague that is extremely interested in you. Yeah, it's sort of like you're being strict at yourself. You're like, look, I haven't seen anything. Can't see the hay for the clouds. You know, you're trying to you don't want to tap into how you see it. You want to see it. You want to see it. So you're being strict towards yourself in your healing process, but it also could be towards the circumstance that, you know, those energies of betrayals, it's not necessarily that you haven't healed from it. It's that your self-worth has raised up. Maybe a lot of energy was given to other people, and now it's almost like you want to take the bull by the horns and move forward. I do feel by doing such, potentially some of you may have communication, but this is very similar in, you know, the laws of attraction. It's no sooner do you come to acceptance, do the doors open. It's strange how that works, but it does. Okay, so some of you are feeling as though you just need to move forward, and, you know, it is what it is. Joys of an awakening, eh? Okay, what you don't know is from the full moon in Libra, okay, from the full moon in Libra, the cards coming through really telling me this. Something shifted. You may not be seeing it yet. You may need this, you know, clarity, and you're feeling quite lost. You don't really, you know what the goal is. Some of you could be feeling this inevitable vibration of, how long do I wait for? You know, I'm watching paint dry. Is it happening? Has the paint dried yet? What I am seeing is you're feeling the other person's vibration. So it's the frustration. I am going to go into the extension shortly, and we will tune into how this person is, you know, dealing with these circumstances and what these things are. I'm going to pull 3 cards for anything we need to know relating to that, and another 3 cards for your zodiac. Now, if you do want weekly reads, you can sub and click the bell. Messages come through quite fluidly. I do feel it's important to pay attention to your health. If you have any checkups you need to do, especially based on astrology, real good time right now to do it. You could emotionally be a little bit critical of yourself moving into, you know, the next 2 to 3 weeks. So stay tuned. I will do the moon energies for your guided meditation to keep your aura in balance. You're trying to be really patient for things to come about, but at the moment I feel something's really upsetting you. I do feel you're overcoming temptation to quit, but you need to see some sign. You need to see something, and that's in your everyday life. I do feel some of you are purging old habits. This can be diet-related, health, but I do feel, you know, you're being gentle on yourself. You're being loving towards yourself. Some of you could feel as though you want to get your health back on track. Others of you, it can be ailments and things that have really been playing out. And I do feel as we do move forward, you know, you can be super active, but you do need to keep yourself grounded. Your mind as well has moved from all that frequency coming up with Sagittarius on the 12th, that it's potentially on the meditation of what you want to create. Instead of always tapping into this, you can get that burnout. So it's really important to balance your crown chakra. Now, crown chakra was activated with all the Pisces energy last month. Plus you have Mars and Gemini at the moment hitting your health house. So again, it's very thoughts, actions, speech. We can be a little bit more cutting with our speech, especially if we're frustrated and we're not having that 6th house healthy boundary. So just really, you are getting to a point you're mastering this, but I do feel your diet and your health is being viewed. You know, the healthy boundaries are the adequate sleep. The best thing I can suggest is really journaling down the things you need to do so you can declutter the mind and you don't have that calcification of the third eye. I will tune into you. Okay. Some of you are going to have a conversation with an individual. This can be your thoughts relating to this person, but I see both people in front of each other. This is how I'm seeing it. I'm seeing 2 people standing on a street. This can be at a coffee shop. This could be a memory of such. Now, this person is thinking about it, you or the cross-watcher. That's what I'm being visually shown. I do see 2 people standing in a street. And it does feel to be like a coffee shop or bar bistro. It just feels like a restaurant or something to that degree. It's somewhere where you sit and dine. Sit and drink, sit and dine. There's a meeting point, and it can be that you weren't going in there. Maybe you were going shopping, but it's like 2 parties are crossing paths. I can see 2 individuals with a cup. Could be hot chocolate, coffee, tea, but they're in the portable cups. And I'm seeing a conversation piece. One person is taller than the other. And it does feel it's almost like you were thinking of them and bang, you see them. This could be a romantic partner. This could be a person from the past, but I feel this meeting is very important and it's going to give you some foresight. And I do feel after that, there could be several meetings after. I do feel something in their life has changed. And I'm also seeing something to do with work with them as well. It does feel like they've really shifted some things about in their life. And I do feel whoever the cross-watcher is, it's almost like, you know, the 2 of you, when you see each other, it does kind of feel more relaxed than you probably thought it was going to be, more comfortable than you thought it was going to be. So we will get into the extension read and see, you know, with the romantic person you're tuning into, how the situation is playing out with them. There is potentially 2 romantic interests here for some of you. Now, this can be simply that the person's changed, or it can be that you're looking at 2 paths, but for some of you, there is a person at work that is romantically interested. If you want to join us, come through. Otherwise, I'll see you during the week for the Friday updates. Click the bell and sub, or I'll see you in the member zone. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining us. If you do want the extension read, it is in the link directly below in the box. Also, all the booking information is there. Please subscribe if you do want to have current updates relating to astrology, moon energy, twin flame path. I do have super chats, so if you do feel you can't afford a reading, you can jump through and have a question during the sessions, as well as if you haven't joined my website, please do, because I do put up notifications relating to when I'm coming live, any events coming up, and specials. Take care. I will see you later. Have a great week.